hey out there, we'll be starting here soon. We have to find some batteries because the people here at Great North who are in the tap room, they can't hear us like you can. So this is kind of like a private story right now. Matt and I are here. Shh, don't tell anyone. So tonight's gonna be a great night. That's all I got really. I'm just making this up as I go. So
I'm just letting you go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen. So
see you shortly.
All right, bye. Around here.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. You ready to go?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
My batteries are charged and ready to go.
Awesome. Okay. So now, for those of you who are not in the tap room, you can also now see us like everyone else here, but they could see us, but they couldn't hear us. So here we go. Ready?
I'm not seeing you.
Hey, there we are.
Oh, there we are.
Look at that. Oh man, I
love. Hey everybody.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Matt?
Mike made a comment earlier that he saw himself on camera and thought he looked like his father.
Yeah, it was like a very.
You were very disturbed.
It was a very weird moment all of a sudden. It was very. I don't know which one it is. Parenthood. I don't know. But anyways, how are you, Matt?
I'm great, Mike. How are you? Happy 2022.
Indeed, happy 2022 to you as well.
Yeah.
So this is our first trivia of the year.
That's right, and we haven't done one since the Thanksgiving time frame.
That's right, virtual.
Yeah,
we haven't done virtual one since Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yep.
And so a lot's gone on since then.
Yeah.
Not really. I pretty much stayed at home.
Yeah. A lot, but nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. So, so we should probably get diving in here. But I just, real quick. So over the weekend, we went over to Rockingham and from the barrel, and we saw the trophy in person.
It exists.
It exists.
Okay.
It's a little bit cobwebby because it's been staying at from the barrel for a while. But we were over at Rockingham, and all of a sudden I had someone recognize me in the wild.
What?
Yeah.
For trivia?
For trivia, yeah.
Whoa.
They're like, hey, I know you. Aren't you that guy who has like the really awkward, terrible banter? And it's like, that's me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you're going to be known for something, that's what you want to be known for.
I know. And so like now with my like D grade celebrity status, like taken into effect.
The question is, did you have to pay? Did they pay for your beer at least?
Not at all.
Nah.
Not at all. I 100% paid that tab and then walked down the street. So. So let me just tell you, D's rate celebrity status, it has its perks.
So the point, I think what you're saying there, because it's kind of a humble brag. I have not been recognized for this thing we do.
Oh.
So that makes me an E or an F
level?
Yeah.
I guess I'm the face of the voice. I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
So should we? Anyways, that's probably enough of this.
That is definitely enough of this.
Yeah. So for those of you who are not here, you may not know. Like Great North is like hopping tonight. There's so many people.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a shindig going on in the back corner.
They're all leaving though. So
apparently
pretty soon we'll only be able.
We heard that a while ago.
Yeah. Well, that's what people keep asking us too. So all right. So here we go. Let's get into it. So if you have not already, go ahead and you want to log into crowd.live and enter the code FIRSTBATTLE. It's FIRSTBATTLE. And that will get you logged into the game.
I'm realizing I could have written that as FST battle, but I don't know why I didn't.
Well, it's fine because like the longer it is, the easier it is to remember. I found because most people don't need acronyms; they need long, extended word sentences.
But last time I did it was gobble, that was when I updated the deck. So
yeah. All right. So anyway, log in, crowd.live, enter in first battle as the code.
Battle. Yep, that's right. And again, we already had a number of players in there earlier. Yeah, we're up to 37 now.
37, not bad, not bad. So you two behind the bar, not behind the bar, because if you're behind the bar, you should probably be working. Those two over at Two Share, who are around the corner, stop playing the board game and log in. So Jeff, I see you.
Yeah.
So.
The video game can wait.
No,
or
board game, yeah.
No, what's the
pinball machine?
Pinball machine.
Yeah, the pinball machine. Yeah.
I wanted to say foosball, but I knew it wasn't right.
Not that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways.
So let's kick in. You want to kick over, and we'll talk about tonight our sponsors.
Oh, we've been kicked over for a while.
No. To the
slides and stuff like that. Yeah. So here we go. Skip over us and go to.
Well, you can go to that one.
No, this one. Okay.
Yeah. So again, as Mike was bragging about earlier, he's Mike Taylor. I'm Matt Toy. We are Dolph Hoyt Presents, and we're very excited to be back for Battle of the Breweries 2022. Tonight we have playing. So when you logged in, you had to pick a brewery that you were going to play for. So tonight we've got From the Barrel, we've got Two Share, Rockingham, and Great North. Are who we're playing for. And again, the trophy's been hanging out in Derry for a while.
Yep.
I heard Manchester would like it back.
Yep. Yeah. It's been there long enough. I think it's taken up a temporary residency. Its mail is no longer being held.
Is it? It's paying Derry property taxes.
It's starting to be. It's going to be declared as a dependent.
Yeah. Sure.
I think by Patrick. So.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I got nothing, man.
That's it. So we part of this is the Brewers are playing against each other, having a little fun, has a trophy, have some bragging rights. But again, part of what we want to do is we want people to come out. We want to hang out, buy some beer, go to the tap rooms at these breweries. So give you a little bit of information about the breweries. So first up is Rockingham. I got to look at the same thing you're looking at because I can't possibly read your screen.
The screen is super small here.
Here you go, Mike. I got you on mine.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll look at yours. So tonight, Rockingham, they're over at 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit 1. You'll recognize them by the pig on the door.
Yep.
They are open. Their tap room's open Wednesday through Friday, 4 to 8, Saturdays 2 to 8, and Sundays 1 to 6. And then up next,
we got Great North, which is where Mike and I are here in the Dolph Hoyt corner at Great North Ale Works tap room.
Yep, the prestigious.
Yeah, the prestigious corner. So Great North, the tap room is open Thursday and Friday from 3 to 7 p.m., Saturday 1 to 7, and Sunday 1 to 5. Located at 1050 Holt Ave. Unit 14, so go all the way to the end, go past the bingo hall, look for the outdoor seating and come on in.
Like when you stop seeing people with like oxygen tanks, you've gone far enough.
So up next we've got Two Share.
Yep, Two Share off of Union Street. They're at look at this one. They're at 720 Union Street, 2 doors down from the laundromat.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't know which direction you were going. But
the other way I think is Gary's house.
Okay.
And Gary doesn't like it when you knock.
Is that the guy with the bracelet on that we saw working out?
That's across the street. Yeah. So 720 Union Street, Manchester, New Hampshire. They're of course they're Manchester. Their tap room hours are Thursday and Friday 4 to 9, Saturdays from 1 to 9, and Sundays from 1 to 7. So and then finally,
and last but not least, we've got our friends at From the Barrel. 1 Corporate Park Drive, which you may have heard before, but they're at Unit 16, so the opposite end from Rockingham. Thursday and Friday from 4 to 8, Saturday from 2 to 8, and Sunday from 1 to 6.
Yes, and so if you ever need to go ahead and pull a Bart Simpson and prank them, you can get a call. You can call them at 603-328-1896. There'll be lots of calls looking for.
Honestly, I'd kind of forgotten about the prank phone call. The prank phone call. Now I should point out that the next screen here, From the Barrel did post this on social media today. So the trophy, as Mike said, the trophy definitely exists. It's been hanging out in Derry for a long time, and according to From the Barrel, they'd like it to stay there.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this photo, it looks like they got it detailed. They probably took it down in Jay's Corvette.
Okay.
I'm guessing he drives a Corvette with this trophy, because what else would you drive when you own this trophy?
Right.
I think it comes with the trophy.
Oh, it goes in the passenger seat too.
It's actually like a hospital, but yeah. So it's a pretty fancy trophy. Not every grade school athlete can get one of those before you turn into a beer trivia trophy.
It's true.
So okay, that's enough weird stuff. Let's
talk
enough
about
of
us.
Rules.
Yeah. So again, we. Oh man, I didn't update the slide, Mike. Mike, I didn't update the slide.
Well, quick, do it now. You can do it in real time. Yeah, man. Watch this. All right, so you're gonna go to crowd.live, and you're gonna type in first battle. You can be capitalized or lowercase. In this case, it's lowercase. It's going to take you to the same game.
My cap locks didn't turn on.
That's fine, Matt. It's okay. It's the new year.
Yep.
It's hard for everyone. But go to crowd.live, enter in the code first battle. And you'll be able to jump in and play shortly. But let's go over some rules real quick, yeah?
Hold on, I'm updating the other slide that I didn't update earlier. Okay, let's go over some. So tonight we're going to have 20 questions. The vast majority, I think maybe even all of the questions tonight will be multiple choice, so you'll be able to opt A, B, C, or D. If there is a short answer that I have forgotten about, what you're going to do on those, you just type in the answer.
Just type in anything, preferably the right answer.
But there will be 20, most multiple choice. You're going to have 30 seconds to answer. The way it's going to work is that as the 30-second timer counts down, the amount of points that you can get for a correct answer is going to count down as well. So if you answered immediately, correct answer, you're going to get 150 points. But as that timer counts down, you get fewer and fewer.
Yeah, so definitely answer fast, furious, and
correct.
Incorrectly.
Correct.
And if not correctly, family.
Yeah, but what I will point out though is that there's no penalty for an incorrect answer.
None.
Other than you don't get points.
Correct. You will. Well, if you get it incorrect, it won't be correct, and you will get no points.
No points, but you won't get minus points.
No minus points.
Yeah. So again, try to answer. Every question, even if you're just taking a guess.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's go ahead and share some socials here.
Yeah.
So that way, if you're playing at home, take some photos. If you're playing at somewhere, take some photos of your drinks and go ahead and
similar to what From the Barrel did with the trophy.
Very similar.
Something like that of your monitor, your screen, your family playing together, whatever it is.
Exactly.
Take a picture, post it up.
Put it on Facebook or Instagram or maybe a very special, like, more professional network that we won't mention right now.
Correct, yeah.
But yeah, so on Facebook, you can tag most of us at Dolph Hoyt Presents, at Great North Ale, at Rockingham Brewing, at Two Share Brewing, at From the Barrel Brewery. Or if you are on Instagram and like you're more
hip
speed,
yeah.
more your
I heard
style.
you were on TikTok.
I looked at TikTok.
Okay,
today
perfect. Okay,
for the first time.
That's how it counts.
I was like, well, that's a weird thing.
Yeah.
So, but you can go ahead and tag folks on Instagram at Great North Ale, at Two Share Brewing, at Rockingham Brewing, and at Drink FTB. Was it Long Blue Cat when they were playing that they had like long underscored?
It was like
blue
hashtags and
like, .AOL/Hotmail.
Yeah.
And then finally, if you are like very professional like we are, you can find us on the most professional networks.
The most.
Lycos.net. But
MySpace?
On LinkedIn, you'll find Dolph Hoyt Present. You can be one of I think we're up to 12 people now.
Yeah, we're in double digits.
We're up to double digits. I just got a 3-year work anniversary. I was really excited for that. My mom even said, "Congratulations on your work anniversary."
At Dolph Hoyt.
And I was like, "You really don't know what I do you?" So, all right.
All right. So I guess one last time. So for those who have not done so yet, please go to crowd.live, enter the code FIRSTBATTLE. They're gonna need to put in your first name and an email address, and then you'll need to choose which of the breweries you're gonna play for, aka your scores will go towards. We're gonna look at individual scores, but we're also gonna look at team scores. The way team scores work is that anybody who's signed up to play for a certain team, those individual scores will get averaged together, and that will create an average score for the brewery. The highest score wins. So we'll go from there.
Yes, and I just realized when I restarted the computer, I completely didn't start the other thing. So give me 2 seconds.
Hold on. Mike needs.
No, it's just putting it up for the in the tap room.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I didn't know what you were doing.
What am I doing? Okay, here we go. All right, so that's up there. Let's find this other screen.
So crowd.live. We've just about 50 players tonight, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep.
Good for us.
Good for us.
Good for us. Can everyone see that screen who's not here? If you can, let your bartender know.
I can see it.
Lisa know.
You can see it.
I can see it now too. Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
All right. So we are good to go, man.
So again, with a little bit of the delay, so with YouTube Live, there's a little bit of a delay. So what I'll do is I'll wait to start the timer until we sort of see that it's been going. But that's just a heads up that there's a little bit of a delay, probably a 5-ish second delay between live and what's coming across on YouTube. So
okay, great. And so we have 47 players so far, and
we're ready to go when you are. You want me to hit play?
We are good to go. Wait, let's make sure we have this other thing turned off.
Yeah, we do.
That's off. Great. Okay, let's do it.
All right, here we go. So we're going to start the game in 3, 2, 1. Great. Here we go. Question 1. Which of these musicals was not written by composer Stephen Sondheim? Is it Chicago, Into the Woods, Sunday in the Park with George, or Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street?
Yeah.
So again, which one was not?
Well, that's a great question, Matt. I'm looking at these. I'm trying, clearly as my musical aficionado that
You are huge musical theater guy.
I have no idea what Sunday in the Park with George is. I'm 100% assuming it is what Curious George the movie was based on. I could be wrong.
The Man in the Yellow Hat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wrote the song for Jack Johnson.
Sure.
So.
All right, so for question 1 was, which of these musicals was not written by composer Stephen Sondheim? The correct answer, this is pretty hotly contested. Most people thought Sweeney Todd, which was a pretty decent guess, but the correct answer was Chicago. Chicago was a correct. Yes.
Oh.
So even though he didn't write Chicago, Stephen Sondheim is considered one of the most prolific theatrical producers of all time. Yeah, it was amazing. He has amazings, but he recently died recently, and so we wanted to pay a little respect. So mostly because of your love for musical theater.
Yes, well, I think he was the last thing he worked on was actually I want to say he was involved with the Tick Tick Boom movie on Netflix.
Okay.
I want to say I could be wrong, and I might actually be thinking of West Side Story.
Okay.
So.
Okay, fair enough. All right, question.
One of those two.
One of those two. Question 2. Using a ball rather than a puck and sticks similar to field hockey, which of these is the sport ice hockey originated from? Is it brandy?
Nope. Let's say it again.
Bandy?
Yep.
Yuki gassin?
Sure.
Curling? Or ringette? Ringette. Sorry, I'm getting corrected
we're being corrected by
the Canadians.
So, with dirty poutine eyes there. So.
Yeah. So is it bandy? Yuki gassin, curling, or ringette?
Ringette. I think it's kind of like spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yeah. Ringette. But yeah, using a ball rather than a puck and sticks similar to field hockey.
Louder and louder.
Yeah,
that's great.
The crowd here is intense.
Well, I mean, that's what what you do when you're playing trivia. You gotta speak louder than everyone else so that everyone can hear you. So they're probably in first place right now. We don't know. They're just so loud.
All right, so I know that this crowd usually excels with sports ball questions, but this one was quirky. This one wasn't your run of the mill sports question.
Well, I mean, this is more like an indoor kid question. So
okay, fair enough.
So I don't know.
So it seems this one again we had guesses all over, but bandy was the one that stuck out. I think almost 50% of folks guessed that one, and they were in fact correct.
Hey, look
bandy.
At that.
Yep.
Look at that.
Bandy was invented in England in the mid 1800s, but is now mostly played in Scandinavian countries.
Yes, the Scandinavians. Yeah.
They have hockey too, but they didn't go right for this.
No, why would you do that when you can play bandy?
It's true.
So.
All right, moving on to question 3. Survival drama Squid Game is the most popular show in Netflix history. What was its original name? Our options are Round 6, Play With Me, The Contest, or Red Light, Green Light. I enjoyed Squid Game. I put it off for a while too.
Yeah, I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and it was one of those things where just everything else got in the way.
Okay.
And so
You haven't finished it?
I have not finished it. No. So I'm surprised by it because I really enjoyed the couple episodes I did watch. Yep. And I mean, that's what I got. So
you have no idea. You would be
no clue what's going on with this. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the original name of Squid Game? Is what we're looking for here. Round 6, Play With Me, The Contest, or Red Light, Green Light. It seems like the vast majority of folks here thought it was Red Light, Green Light.
Oh.
And if you answered that, you would be not correct. In fact, Round 6 is the.
From what I have seen of the show, you would be shot if you answered Red Light, Green Light. So
that's as far as you've gotten.
That's pretty much how trivia works now. Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
but Round 6 was the original name of it, but they changed it. As when they went to go public with it. So. Yeah. Question. I love the new noises. Yeah, they put new noises in. Okay, what does BB stand for in the name of legendary musician BB King? Our options are Big Bopper, Big Biscuit, Burclair Baby, or Blues Boy.
I was always under the impression it was Brian Boitano, which is why the Canadian figure skater Brian Boitano was named Brian Boitano. Not at all what I had.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Or just ignore it because none of it's true. So.
I hadn't heard Brian Boitano's name in 20 years.
Probably since you saw the South Park movie.
It is Winter Olympic time.
It is,
so,
yes. Yeah.
So our options are Big Bopper, Big Biscuit, Burclair Baby, or Blues Boy. For what does the BB and BB King stand for? kind of an overwhelming, I'd say. Over 50% of the people thought it was Blues Boy. And those 58% of folks were correct.
All right.
It stands for Blues Boy, and it dates back to when he was in fact a boy playing the blues. So
it's not just a clever name.
Yeah, it's like when the tall guy is called Stretch or something.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. They went obvious.
Or like when Matt's called Matt. Yeah.
All right, question 5.
See what I did there? Yeah.
I did. Tick-borne Lyme disease takes its name from a small coastal town in which northeastern state? Our options are Connecticut, Delaware, Maine, or Massachusetts. By the way, I've never seen a lime green tick before.
No, I have not either. I have seen like bright, like sickly white ones though, which have like a green tinge to them.
Like an albino tick.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that, but I got nothing really.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, like I'm trying to figure out like which side of this. Which side of tick-borne Lyme disease is actually the town name? Is it like Disease, Maine, or like tick-borne Massachusetts? So
I think you're missing the point, but
I'm pretty sure I am. Yes.
All right. So tick-borne Lyme disease takes its name from a small coastal town in which northeastern U.S. state? Connecticut, Delaware, Maine, or Massachusetts? It probably doesn't help that we're playing with a group of New Englanders primarily with this, but the overwhelming percentage here thought Connecticut, and they were not shockingly, they were correct. They were correct. Yeah.
Look at that.
I do worry about the 6 people who answered something different.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're probably transplants like I am.
Oh, okay.
Right? I mean, like I probably would have guessed something else, right? I mean,
you didn't get that right?
Well, yeah, I mean that's fine. You're from
Carolina shirt on.
Yeah.
Fine.
She may also have suffered from Lyme disease. I'm just saying.
She's from the main streets of Amherst. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah. Let's blame your lack of a correct answer on the fact that you have left the remaining residual Lyme disease impact. All right. So that's sorry, Great North.
Yeah.
We should look at that. Was
so much quieter.
I know. So I don't have to yell anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
we should look at some scores.
People who aren't here, we can whisper. We can whisper now.
We should look at some
Everyone
scores.
here can hear us. Okay, let's look at individuals.
Okay, we'll start with individuals.
Okay,
Is that what
here
you're
we go.
saying?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Vlad.
Ooh.
In the lead with a lot of points.
I'm excited though because I thought early on I'm like this will be an easy game.
Yeah.
No one has 5 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
So no one's working on a perfect game. I feel good about that.
That's good. That's good. That means maybe you were distracted by the noise here too. So yeah.
Yeah, but Vlad and Aqua there 1 and 2. Yeah, bunch of teams over 500 points already.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Aqua in second. Big A 41.
Wow. Mrs. Hoyt stinks at trivia. Has 0 points.
All right. Well,
yeah.
It's not just a clever name.
It's
right.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job there.
Nailed
You'll
it.
keep Danglin's playing tonight. I
Oh.
don't know where they are. They're somewhere in the top end.
Leonard and Penny were cats.
Oh, were cats. Where are they now?
No, we're cats.
We are.
We are cats.
We are cats, not like werecats. Like they're not like lycanthrope cats or something.
No,
like that.
I don't think so.
All right, Death by Stereo.
Dice guys in Idaho.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a
All
lot of questions there.
Let's skip over to some team rankings.
Okay.
then, Mike.
Let's see.
Ooh.
What do you got there?
Tight
Man.
race.
Let's look at that.
It's kind of a 3-horse race at the moment.
Oh.
So we've got Rockingham in the front with 359.
Yep.
2 Share in second with 319.
Yep.
From the Barrel in third with 319 as well. So that's more of an averaging that thing. But and then Great North not being helped out by the taproom crowd
Well,
at 148.
Our nature enthusiasts here.
Now that it's quieter, I bet
yeah.
Great North has a big roaring
Oh
comeback.
yeah. This is definitely much more like that. Like, Great North is definitely much more like that quiet intellect kind of crowd.
Yeah.
You know?
Library like.
So.
Library.
Yeah.
All right, let's kick it back over to some questions here.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this and see what happens.
See what happens.
Hey,
All right,
it worked.
Question 6: on the periodic table, which element is symbolized by the letter B? Is it boron, barium, bismuth, or beryllium?
Beryllium. Sure.
Beryllium.
Sure.
Did
Did we start the clock? No, we didn't.
I
Yeah,
did.
we did. Yeah,
I
we
did.
did.
I
It's
did.
ticking down.
Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
Come on
here.
now.
I'm like,
So-
I'm confused here by Bismarck here.
By the way, and according to Walter White, chemistry must be respected.
Ooh.
That's the picture. That's the.
That is, yeah. I mean, we easily could have had like Bismarcky on here as well, and like had the same quote. So,
okay. The BC Boys, The Sound of Science. Okay. So on the periodic table, which element is symbolized by the letter B? Boron, barium, bismuth, or beryllium? The correct answer was the easiest one to say, and that was A in boron. Boron was the correct answer, so B. It's also has an atomic number of 5 in the periodic table.
Outstanding. Yeah.
Yeah, these new sounds are just
it's
really interesting.
Well, I think also like the monitor has speakers now.
Oh.
So now we're suddenly like hearing things.
Wow.
So
Okay.
kind of,
They may have been there all along. We just never
yeah,
did.
we just don't. We just don't care. Yeah.
All right, question 7. On what sitcom did Jessica Walter famously play Lucille Bluth? Was it Arrested Development, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Modern Family, or Will and Grace? I have seen all of these, and I would have gotten this immediately correct.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Yes.
I also may have been witness to my mother-in-law receiving a Lucille Bluth birthday card earlier this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unrelated to this question. Yeah.
Well, that's probably helpful. I mean, like, especially if you wanted to go see a Star Wars. Like that,
So again, in what sitcom did Jessica Walter famously play Lucille Bluth? Because again, remember there were 2 Lucilles in the show.
Yes.
Just not to be confused. But let's see. A lot of pop culture. It seems like we have a lot of TV watching pop culture fans here.
I think we have 96% of folks.
Yeah, almost unanimous in Arrested Development, and those 43 people were in fact correct. It is Arrested Development. There's always money in the banana stand.
Yes.
Yeah, if you ever need it. But yeah, she's apparently been in 170 film and television and stage productions, but is sort of most famously known for her role as Lucille Bluth. So, moving on, question 8. Bye, Felicia is a phrase used to dismiss someone. Was originally spoken in which 90s comedy film? Was it Clueless, Friday, American Pie, or Dazed and Confused?
I think of these, I think the only one I think I haven't seen since in the theater was probably American Pie. Everything else I've seen multiple times since. So
I'm worried that you saw American Pie in the theater.
Have you not?
I don't think I did.
It was awkward.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I could see that would be a little awkward. So Bye, Felicia is a phrase used to dismiss someone. Was originally spoken in which of these 90s comedy film? Clueless, Friday, American Pie, or Dazed and Confused? Again, I think we found our sweet spot for our crowd. So the Arrested Development question on the last one, and in here with the Bye, Felicia, 93%, 43 folks think it was from the movie Friday. Ice Cube and Chris Tucker nailed it there. So yes, the 1995 movie Friday is when they were saying goodbye to the hood girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, congrats. Question 9. Just change it up a little bit.
Another
what Shakespeare play famously opens with the line, "Now is the winter of our discontent"? Was it Richard III, The Winter's Tale, Henry V, or Romeo and Juliet?
I mean, I think we could safely argue that that's basically the same thing as Bye, Felicia, right? So
just for a different crowd.
Just for a different crowd, different audience.
Same as well known, but just for a different crowd. I would have to whittle this one down and be taking a guess between 2.
Okay.
What I would do on this one.
All right. Well, which 2 would you guess at?
I would probably I would immediately have ruled out Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
I probably would have ruled out Henry V.
Interesting.
And then would have been dealing with The Winter's Tale, because hence winter in the thing.
Okay.
In the quote.
Sure.
And then Richard III, because I know nothing about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, I think Richard III had Boku commercials. No, who was that? Is it Richard Pryor? No, he was. Anyways.
Okay, but so it seems like our crowd, which again maybe not the Shakespeare crowd, has whittled it down to 2.
Yeah,
they've whittled it down to Richard III or Henry V.
Okay.
They apparently like Roman numerals.
Sure.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So one of these groups is correct.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So somebody's going to take.
That comes in handy for them.
Yeah. So if you said Henry V, you're going to be very disappointed that it's Richard III.
Is it Richard III?
Richard III.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Richard III.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So congratulations to you, 20 people.
Half the crowd. All right, moving on. Our last question before halftime. Here we go. Flavor Flav. That's right.
man.
An original member of the hip hop group What is a musical prodigy who is proficient in 15 instruments. So is the hip hop group that he's a part of, is it NWA, Public Enemy, Wu-Tang Clan, or Naughty by Nature? Now I just have Flavor Flav lyrics in my head, which I'll refrain from, blurting out there.
Until the camera's off. Yeah.
No, it's not. Wait, it's been on? Yeah. But yeah, we're looking. Flavor Flav is an original member of hip hop group Blank, is a musical prodigy who is proficient in 15 instruments, not including wearing a massive clock around his neck.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess like that. Does that count as an instrument within the context of
yeah,
things?
it was.
Okay.
Would you have gotten this one?
I would have. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You would not have gotten.
Creeping up on us.
Yeah.
All right. So again, I think we're Amber. We found our crowd.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. It's
TV, music,
basically
and
mid 90s.
Mid 90s.
Yeah.
So 78% of folks thought it was Public Enemy. 78% of folks know their classic hip hop. They are correct. Chuck D, Flavor Flav, Terminator X.
Yep.
Yeah. Public Enemy. That's halftime.
It is.
That's right. Flavor Flav taught himself piano at 5 years old and mastered guitar, bass, and drums by the time he left high school.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then never played an instrument professionally. Just saying.
Good for him.
All right.
Let's look at some scores.
Scores?
All right. Let's start with the individual leaderboards.
Individual
See how it goes.
leaderboard.
And let's see here. We have Victoria overtaking Vlad.
Victoria had a perfect second round.
Nice. Yofipi Dangling has jumped up the board here as well. But Vlad in second, and so far Soke is in third.
I'm very happy to point out that every team has now scored points.
Excellent.
Yeah, every team has scored points. And one half of the Dolph Hoyt wives has moved out of last.
Oh, good.
But the other half of the Dolph Hoyt wives has moved into last.
All right.
So for anybody out there who thinks, oh, they must know the answers, the answer is no, they do not know the questions nor the answers.
Yeah.
So
And there's a very real chance that if either of them paid attention to us over the course of the month between games, that they would pick up on the answers at one point in time or another. Suffice it to say,
I don't know.
Perfect
This month maybe not so much.
yeah.
But, all right. So that's where we're at. Let's jump over to team rankings here a
Okay.
little bit.
And we're gonna click that button there.
You have to click that button.
The mouse is moving around. Here we go. There we go.
All right.
Oh, what is
So
that?
it's starting to spread out, yet starting to get tighter. So I will say Great North a well played second quarter jumped up, but from the barrel, Rockingham and Two Share begun to separate a bit. So from the barrel to top 994, Rockingham in second 881, Two Share in third 753, and then there's Great North with 552.
Okay. Well, there's still another half of the game.
Another half.
So who knows what
So
will happen.
if the game ended right now, trophy stays put,
It does.
right?
It does.
And
So-
does not come back to Manchester.
It does not. That's how staying put works. Yes. So.
Wow, that's great math.
I mean,
yeah,
that
was well done.
Right.
All right, so let's kick back over, Mike, and we'll move on to question 11.
Okay. Oh, it's
All right.
popped up.
So which of these actors has the most Oscar nominations without ever having won? Is it Albert Finney, Gary Cooper, Richard Burton, or Peter O'Toole?
What was the question? I actually didn't read it.
Which of these actors has the most Oscar nominations without ever having won?
Okay, that's a very.
I liked how you looked through the questions and
Yeah, I
you
did.
didn't read it.
Well, no, I saw the answer.
You saw the dancing
I saw-
Oscar and you were like, oh yeah, that's a good question.
We had a 5-minute conversation around the answer to this.
Correct.
I didn't actually look at the question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, but it was a really good conversation.
Do you want to share what you recently watched on TV?
Yeah, so I casually watched a 4-hour movie over like 2 or 3 days with watching Lawrence of Arabia, and it was just surreal because it was just like how they just don't make movies like that at all anymore, and the fact that this was made in the early 60s was just mind blowing for it. And then for them to hear that Peter O'Toole who is the correct answer for this. Like had so many nominations and did not win a thing. But this is also like his first movie he was in as well.
Well, to share a little
surreal.
bit, Peter O'Toole, who was the correct answer, as we talked about, shares this. This particular the actor they share it with is not on the list. Glenn Close.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
also 8 nominations, also no wins.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, but how did we do like as far as the spread goes?
pretty good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
pretty good.
I mean, most people thought Peter O'Toole, but everybody got some votes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
so.
real chance that they also casually watched it with me when it was on like IFC or something like that. So,
I was not one.
I know.
Yeah, okay. All right, moving on to question 12. When baking, how many cups are in a single quart? So how many cups are in a single quart? Is it 2, 4, 8, or 16?
This is a question that I expect no one to know because every single person is probably like me, and will just basically every time like ask Alexa like what the metrics are for this, so they can like make things.
I wonder if people who are at home, by you just saying ask Alexa, if their Alexa went off.
Yeah, I mean it could have.
Yeah.
I mean, like it keeps on happening during like phone calls lately at work. It's like all of a sudden like someone will say Alexa, and like it
So
goes
one
off.
one of the women who's on my team is named Alexa before Alexa was Alexa.
Yeah.
And they've had to rename their devices.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
So, all right. When baking, how many cups are in a single quart? 2, 4, 8, or 16? We either have people who know this stuff, people who know math, or people who bake.
Or people who are really quick to ask Alexa how many cups are in a single quart.
So the correct answer is B, 4, which 74% of people. So a single quart is 2 pints, 4 cups, or 32 ounces. If you're just wondering, so you don't have to ask next time.
Completely didn't hear you.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
yeah, so
All right. Let's move on to lucky question number 13. If you suffer from philophobia, which of these would you avoid? Is it books, love, shopping, or teaching?
did you have to look up how to pronounce this, or did you know this one offhand?
I had a good feeling, but I double checked it.
Good.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, is it philo or philo? It's like,
Philo.
you know,
So it's
yeah.
kind of like if it was like philo, it could have been like dough for baking or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it down that path, but yes. So if you suffer from philophobia, which of these would you avoid? Is it books, love, shopping, or teaching? The correct answer. Oh, we had.
Did we? What happened?
Nothing. I was gonna say we had. I was gonna. If you wanted to throw up the.
Oh yeah, because the question's over. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like looking at what you're doing here, not paying attention to what's going on.
You're just checking out SpongeBob is what you're doing.
Pretty much. Which one do you want?
The scores, the percentages.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. So
Here you go, buddy.
most thought it was love. Teaching was, maybe this is more of a COVID impacted thing, but teaching showed up second.
Yep.
But the correct answer is in fact love.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah. It can be also a fear of getting into a relationship or a fear that you will not be able to maintain a relationship.
Oh my.
Yep.
Oh.
Very complicated.
Well.
Very complicated. Question 14. What is the name of the weightlifting exercise demonstrated in this GIF? Is it bent over row, clean and jerk, deadlift, or overhead squat?
And by the quickness of answers coming in, I am amazed that more people know this than I thought.
I would have immediately guessed the wrong one.
Yes, 100%.
Immediately.
Yeah.
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 I would have been drawn like a moth to a flame
Yeah.
to the incorrect answer.
Like I'm looking at the answer, and I'm like, that's not real.
Right.
And then
It can't be a
I'm
real
wrong.
thing.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we have an extra. Oh, there it is. Oh.
Somebody's bragging about
Whoa.
friends who CrossFit in here. Yeah.
Hold on, let me-
I don't CrossFit, but I've got friends who CrossFit.
Let me tell you at length about CrossFit.
Yeah.
Because if you look at me, you know that is not a true
I
statement.
fit
But
cross.
yeah,
I don't
so,
CrossFit.
Yeah,
right?
I went
All right. So,
one time across the street to
yeah.
to fit into my car. So.
What is the name of the weightlifting exercise demonstrated in this GIF? No one thought it was bent over row. And I think we could take some solace in there's nothing about that name that matches the thing that was done.
Well, no, probably
Bent over, it's nothing. It's not bent over. Doesn't appear to be rowing. It's a thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I would have immediately run to the overhead squat. Immediately, like
Yep.
moth to flame. Click the wrong answer.
Okay.
Yep. But the correct answer is the clean and jerk. So B. 65% of the folks thought it was that one.
Yeah. So I mean,
What would you have answered?
I probably was going to go with deadlift because I know nothing about any of this.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you'd be dead if you tried to lift that. Is that what you'd be thinking?
probably yes. I think trying to lift it, you give me too much credit.
Crushed by weight. All right, last question here in round in quarter number 3. A fashionable and refreshing summer frozen drink of strawberries and rosé wine is known as a what? Our options are Bellini, daiquiri, frosé, or margarita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about paper straws and frozen drinks.
Okay.
That seems like a bad life choice. Would you agree with that, or are you a fan of the paper straw?
So I was recently in a warm climate.
Yeah.
And we had some frozen drinks, and drinking through the straw, it would get clogged because the chunks of ice were bigger than the straw.
Yep.
Got rid of the straw. Drinking it that way is a game changer.
Yeah.
No, I'm a no straw frozen drink guy.
Yeah. So also just go straight for the.
Straight. Give it a stir and then drink it. Drink it up. Yeah.
That works.
So yeah, but no, I imagine the paper would
straw
would turn to paper.
It just seems like a poor life choice. Yeah. So you could just be just mainlining the alcohol in there. So.
All right, so a fashionable and refreshing summer frozen drink of strawberries and rosé wine is known as a frosé.
Oh.
A frosé, a frozen rosé, I think is what they're going for there. Usually made with strawberry puree and rose wine, the frosé has been a big hit with summertime inhibitors. Inhibitors, yeah.
Have had a few frosés.
People who
yourself?
drink in the summer.
Yeah.
How about that?
76% of you knew what this was. So well done.
It'd be interesting to know of the 76% who got it right, how many of them have had it, or how many were like, oh, a frozen rosé, a frosé.
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, either way.
Like it was not any of the others.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay.
Well, I mean, if you're
I knew what the others were, and it was
yeah.
none of them. Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, fine,
That works
whatever.
too.
I see how it is.
Yeah. All right, let's give a last check here before
okay.
final scores.
Let's take a look at those leaderboard for the solos.
Leaderboard.
Victoria's still in first. So far, so okay. Is moving
Still
up.
with just one wrong.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
Kells has moved into the third. I Hate This Place is in 13. I got nothing else here. Yo Phoebe Dangling has dropped.
I do want to point out that neither of our wives are in last place anymore.
Well, Carlos Spicy Wiener is right ahead of Fancy Tool. So,
Dice Guys in Idaho are just below Death by Stereo.
So it looks like never mind. All right. Well, this is looking pretty exciting and dour for some folks. But,
all right, well, let's kick over to the scores. Ooh.
Okay, let's see here.
Ooh.
Oh.
Things are actually tightening up a little bit here.
Okay.
So we got Front of the Barrel still out in front, but really only kind of like one and a half questions behind is Rockingham with 1321. Two Share in third with 1064, but kind of sort of just behind them is Great North at 9686. Good Lord.
I mean, like right now, looking like it's still possible for Two Share to come up and take that lead for sure.
I'm saying kind of we could have a whole shake of the snow globe when this thing's over. Yeah.
All of a sudden, like From the Barrel is just answering.
Yeah,
not rightly.
Who knows? Maybe the last 5 questions are just not things the From the Barrel crowd knows.
Yeah,
just saying.
It could be
possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, they're not going to be questions about Derry, New Hampshire.
All right. Well, that's awkward because that's what the next question is. Yeah. So.
All right. So moving on, question 16.
In Derry.
In Derry, since 2004, a tricycle riding puppet named Blank has been the face of the Saw horror franchise, which is now up to 9 installments. So is the puppet's name Billy, Edward, Kyle, or Henry?
Is it really at 9? Is that
I have no idea.
Is that including Spiral, which is like the Chris Rock one?
I didn't know there were more than one.
Yeah. So apparently they pseudo rebooted it with like Chris Rock in it.
Okay.
And that's literally all I know.
Okay.
So now. Yeah, that's all I know.
Okay. Yeah. So is the name of the tricycle riding puppet named Billy, Edward, Kyle, or Henry? And because we've gotten answers all over the place, I'm thinking there's not a like a firm horror movie watching group here.
I'm pretty sure there is, but it definitely is not like not a majority.
So it's the Jigsaw Killer and his tricycle riding puppet named Billy. Billy is the name of the puppet. I
Didn't know.
I wouldn't know.
I think I've seen one once, kind of.
One was, you didn't watch it casually in the background?
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. You don't casually
Yeah.
watch Saw.
Yeah.
Like,
But that is
4
actually a
hours,
picture
yeah.
of me watching scary movies, for the record. Question 17. Spuds MacKenzie was the party animal spokesdog for blank beer. Was it Bud Light, Stroh's, Miller Lite, or Budweiser?
I love how these gifts are getting smaller and smaller as they go
Yeah.
on.
It's not just your eyesight. These are actually getting smaller. Yeah, it's like maybe it's because Spuds is of a certain age where they couldn't have a high def. Spuds
yeah,
MacKenzie.
yeah, so they had to
Yeah.
go with like
A
low
small.
def,
Yeah.
They don't want you to think he's actually playing the guitar here, so they just only put out super small gifts.
I'm a little disappointed in this right now.
Okay, because no one gets Stroh's.
No one gets Stroh's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I've consumed a lot of Stroh's in my life, and the fact that like no one even was like, oh, it might be that one.
Yeah, but to the point though, like where like it would be confused for Spud MacKenzie.
Well, but here's the thing: of the 4 that were on there, only one other beer had a dog spokesperson, and it was Stroh's.
Yeah.
It was Alex from Stroh's, as made famous in a Tone Loc song. Just throwing it out there.
All right. Well,
yeah.
thank you for that.
But yeah, Evie the rescue dog from Illinois portrayed Spuds MacKenzie in the popular series of ads for Bud Light beer from 1987 to 1989, and then was brought back in a Christmas Carol spot for Bud Light in 2017.
Ooh.
Yep. So yeah,
I'm surprised it took them that long to bring him back, and only once.
and only,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, they couldn't bring back the same dog.
Well, I would
the
hope
that's
not.
yeah,
man.
right.
I mean, that would be really awkward.
So yeah, but Bud Light. So yeah, again, 0 for Stroh's. I'm hurt and offended, but I get it.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's fine.
So,
You'll sleep okay.
yeah.
So
All right, moving on. Question 18. What actor did Norm Mcdonald famously impersonate during the Saturday Night Live sketch of Celebrity Jeopardy? Was it Gene Hackman, Tommy Lee Jones, Burt Reynolds, or Robin Williams?
and we immediately might need to close the question.
I'm surprised no one thought
As,
I thought it was Turd Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. We're going for I don't know if since we've gone digital if we've had a perfect score.
I don't know. I mean, we're pretty
A perfect round,
sure,
as
yeah,
we would call
yeah.
it, right?
I'm trying to think. I know there was a few episodes of this over the years. Were all of these characters in Celebrity Jeopardy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, that was pretty impressive, I would say.
Yeah. So Norm Macdonald, beloved impersonation of the one and only Burt Reynolds, has spawned its own parodies, Halloween costumes, and constantly referenced the top 10 sketches ever to appear on SNL. But yeah. So Norm passed on this year, but so
What?
Yeah, I know. But that's the Turd Ferguson himself, Burt Reynolds was the correct answer, which everyone got right, which is actually I feel really good about.
Yeah.
Unlike the Stroh's question,
Yeah.
I feel really good about this. Everybody getting this one. Question 19. What is Adele's actual given last name? Is it Abbott, Atwell, Anderson, or Atkins? So Abbott, Atwell, Anderson, or Atkins, what is Adele's given last name?
Yep. And these are rolling in a lot slower than Mr. Turd Ferguson. So.
Well, I mean, I feel like these could all work.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you're known for not having a last name, anything could be it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and Adele is like everywhere right now.
Sure.
And like we only really know her first name.
yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Like if she was running down the road, you'd be like, Mrs. And you wouldn't know what to say.
Yeah, you'd
Right.
be like Mrs.
Yeah.
Carol's mom.
I don't know.
So-
Yeah, if you were trying to be formal. All right. So what do we? Okay. So Adele's. What is Adele's actual given last name? Let's see what people guessed here, Mike.
Okay, Matt.
Very few thought Anderson.
Yeah.
A little more thought Abbott. A few more thought Atwell, but most thought Atkins was the name. Adele's full name is Adele Lori Blue Atkins. So congratulations to the nearly 30 people who got that one right.
Oh, hey, 30. Okay. Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, we're down to our final question. Need everybody taking a breath?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to. Before we go too far, I want to thank To Share. I want to thank Rockingham from the Barrel and Great North for participating tonight. I believe, Lisa,
Do we have prizes?
we have prizes. So the top three teams, top three players, will receive a prize.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the top 3 teams can get gift cards to their own place. I mean,
but no, we'll reach out to you after we've got your contact information. Trophy is on the line. Derry, New Hampshire versus Manchester, New Hampshire on the line. So here we go. Final question.
Final question.
Question 20. Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Greed is a Netflix documentary on the painter's career. What was the name of Bob Ross's PBS TV show? Was it The Magic of Oil Painting, Painting Wonder in Nature, Painting with Bob Ross, or The Joy of Painting?
Well, this is also a very fast to answer question.
Okay.
For a lot of folks, definitely coming in fast and furious.
There's a chance Bob Ross is more famous after he passed than while he was alive.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. Most likely. I'm not sure. I know. I remember watching this growing up a little bit, but it definitely is kind of exploded in pop culture since then.
So it ran for 31 seasons.
Crap.
Yeah, but oddly, a season wasn't a year. So it ran from January 11th, 1983 to May 17th, 1994.
Okay.
So it only ran for 11 years, but there were 31 seasons.
Okay.
Also to 1994. I would have thought this.
Oh yeah.
I was watching this in like the 2000s.
Sometime.
Yeah. Also, Arthur is ending after 25 years. Yeah.
Oh no, what's he gonna do?
I don't know.
Is he going to school?
The
going to
last
college?
4 episodes are going to air. They're doing a marathon, a 250 episode marathon.
Oh geez.
Concluding with the final 4 new episodes, of which the characters are adults.
Oh.
Well,
that's
mind-bending.
Man. Is it going to be live action?
I have no idea.
I hope so.
Yeah, part of the MCU.
Maybe with like a Tokyo Drift going on.
Maybe.
Oh man, that'd be great.
All right, so Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Greed is a Netflix documentary on the painter's career. What was the name of Bob Ross's PBS TV show? Over 90% of folks thought it was The Joy of Painting. 91% can't be wrong, so that is correct. The Joy of Painting, as we said, ran from 83 to 94 on PBS, and it was created and hosted by painter Bob Ross.
Oh.
Yep. And his wonderful afro.
Well, that's a happy little coincidence.
Yeah, it is a happy little coincidence. All right, so again, thanks to Share Great North from the Barrel in Rockingham for being participants and hosting the show tonight. Pumped. Mike and I are actually going to consider taking our hosting part of this on the road in future months. So we'll be going to the different breweries and seeing what that's all about. So we'll be excited. We'll have to get Dolph Hoyt corners in all 4 breweries just to see what's what.
To see what happens. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But let's check out some final scores.
Okay, let's go to the solos first.
Solos first.
And Victoria.
Victoria almost wire to wire. Only one wrong the whole night. Just really impressive.
But that second and third place though all night has just been like back and forth across
everywhere.
the board. Yeah.
Yep.
Congrats to Brandon and Vlad.
Brandon and Vlad. Yeah.
Welcome back.
So I do want to point out that Brandon 2303 and Vlad 2302. A 1 point difference between second and third place.
Yeah, that's definitely Jesus.
Sorry, Vlad. Should have been quicker. And then, neither of our wives finished in last place.
All right,
so,
well, well done.
Yep.
Well done to you too.
No trophy, no prize, but
but thanks for not
bragging rights.
Thanks for not being at the bottom. So
all right. So moving on to the long-awaited team rankings.
Okay. Here we go.
Who's
it gonna be? Wow. Oh wow.
You gonna click the button?
At 2,000
points.
Even 2,000.
Yeah. 2,000 in 2022 from the barrel, maintaining the trophy. Great North, valiant 3-quarter effort to close the gap.
Oh wow. Really big jump back.
Rockingham in second, Share in third, and Great North there with 14-13. But yeah, nice work by all. Actually, relatively high scoring night.
Yeah,
so
very
that's
nice.
great.
Yeah, very nice. So let's see. Let me find.
Yeah, Mike's got a new monitor here, so it's a matter of.
All right, back to the camera.
Back to the camera.
And here we go.
Hey! Not yet. People don't see us yet. Okay.
But
But again, thank you for coming out. Happy 2022. Be safe. And we look forward to seeing everybody back next month, third Thursday. So mark your calendar. And I don't quite know where Mike and I will be yet, but we'll be at one of the breweries.
Yeah, we're here in person next week, is it?
Yeah, if you want to continue to play, you want to come play in person. No digital game at all. Mike and I will be here at Great North one week from tonight, 7 p.m. start. So come join us then.
Yep,
And
bring a team.
bring a team. Come hang out and enjoy some delicious beer. But otherwise, we hope to see you again next month. So I'm Matt, and that is Mike. We're Dolph Hoyt Presents. Thanks so much.
What about Allie?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Allie, there's a message. Hold on. Speak right in it. Speak right there. If you want to you want to come on camera.
It's coming around the corner.
Come on
Okay,
camera.
well,
Come on camera.
this is
This is our first guest host, everybody.
Hey, Allie, I just wanted to let you know I'm not at the dark side. I love it here, but I love your place too. So I know you had a confused message. So here we go. That's it.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Well, with that, so
Hey, there's a first time for everything. I love it.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, who knows? If we take this
send
thing
it
on the road, who knows what'll happen?
Who knows what will happen? It'll be wild and crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So again, thank you all for joining. Look forward to seeing folks either next week here at Great North in person or next month in February, post Valentine's Day. That's a hint, fellas. Hint, hint. We'll see you back here online.
All right. Take care.
Take care.